In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast. That was the 5th time that Jazz got crabs from me.
You know how I get rid of them, though?
Hmm.
I shave down one side and I light the other half on fire, and then I stab the little fuckers when they jump across.
15 seconds, man. 15 seconds. Good God.
Is it with one of the little cocktail forks?
You want to know what? Who gives a shit? It's a debate. All right. Welcome to the Freedom Friends podcast. It's Friday. We're sitting in a semicircle. Sticks in our hand, drinks on the table. Johnny boy, what are we about to do?
We're about to masturbate,
You
boys.
fucking right, we're about to masturbate. All right, it's time for the Freedom Friends Masturbate. Solving the world's problems, one mediocre topic at a time. Justin, what you got for us this week?
All right, boys.
All right, boys.
I want to know, what's an opinion that you have that can't be changed?
How to get rid of crabs.
Well, now.
You're not changing my mind on it now. That's it. That's the only way from here on out.
That seems like the most practical thing I've ever seen.
WebMD needs to change their shit.
Jazz, what's your success rate with this method?
100%.
Can't
The
argue with
recovery time, though, is through the roof.
Yeah. What are you stabbing them with?
A cocktail fork.
You know those tiny little tridents that they put in?
The ones that they give when you eat oysters.
Yeah, the little tiny
That
little
little guy.
tiny little trident.
I thought maybe like the corn on the cob stick thing.
I went with the old school little swords for like olives.
No, you can't. You can't fight
Cocktail
crustaceans
swords.
with anything other than a trident. Like you need to.
Oh, that tracks. That actually tracks.
Are you going with a torchlight or a soft flame?
Oh, for the burn down.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. A little kindling and it's like a forest fire.
Yeah. So I use a hookah coal.
It's one of those. It's like a drip can that you start controlled burns with.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all makes sense. It's all making sense.
Yeah. It's a little hairspray.
He actually just has little tiny micro things of napalm. He just, all right. It's like Vietnam in his crotch.
I fly my drone over. It drops a little fucking.
You just need a really good macro lens.
Yeah,
He's got one.
it's all in my OnlyFans.
Yeah. Skinny and mini.
Yeah.
That's how they got the
It's like-
opening scene of Apocalypse Now.
That's exactly what it is.
We're getting to the bottom of these miniature armies you have.
It's practice for his next medical emergency. He's got little Corman figurines.
Yeah.
Corman up. I'm in.
It's not.
Flamethrower guy.
It's not a war crime if I do it to myself.
100%. No Geneva Convention for your balls. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Justin, fuck you got for us?
He already said it.
He's gonna be like,
I
"What's your
completely
favorite?"
forgot.
He's gonna
I
be
have
like, "What's
no
your
idea what we're
favorite
doing.
song?" or something.
No, it was one thing that you won't change your mind on or something.
A hill,
like that.
like a hill that I'm willing to die
A
on.
hill you're willing to die on.
Dippin' Dots, fucking.
You know what? This week, that's
You fucking pussy.
Jazz has a
fucking pussy.
Jazz has a no change policy now at the store.
Yeah,
Fucking no cash anymore at all.
dude. There's a lot of hills that I'm willing to die on. I think.
Give us some.
Yeah, I need some more ammo.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
Taylor Swift is worth the hype.
Team Tay all day. Shit. I mean, Nutella fucking sucks. That's a hill that I'm willing to die on.
Unless it's crammed into a donut.
Semi truck should
think
not be
Nutella's
allowed to
gross.
drive in a left lane.
There's another one.
I will die on that.
Yep,
fucking,
that's a hill that I'm right there next
God.
to him, fucking
Yep.
taking grenades with. Yeah. I mean, there's like I have like
Yep.
these are like my unpopular opinions, essentially, right? Like, and for me, I think Nutella is one of the grossest fucking substances on the planet, and it's the reason why American kids are fucking fat.
I
Because
also
we started
just,
making chocolate sandwiches and giving them
I
to
just
them.
don't like
Oh,
hazelnut.
I thought it was the sugar in the cereal.
It could have been. It could have been sugar cereal too. Shit.
I mean Nutella. Yeah, we'll blame it on that.
I just don't like fucking hazelnut.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of that either. you
Which
know?
is So
It's what it's
Nutella is it's hazelnut spread,
Sure.
right? But
I
just don't
am
like
not
hazel-
willing to die on the hill for Nutella.
No, I like Nutella. Sorry.
But yeah.
Here's the thing. I like Nutella in Europe. I don't like
it's
it here in
different.
the States because it's fucking different.
But do you know in Europe you can get a 5-kilo tub of Nutella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it tastes fucking fine. It tastes good.
Yeah, but do you know why they can do a 5-kilo tub of Nutella in Europe? They know how to put the fucking spoon down.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, we'll fucking eat, and then they'll sue fucking Nutella for getting fat.
Yeah. It wasn't Nutella, it was a spoon.
Or
It
the
was the
spoon.
spoon's fault. It's a
Yeah.
salt spoon.
It's an assault spoon.
Yep.
Had a black handle.
I'm thinking about getting all black flatware just to make people skinny in my house because I'll
There
just
you
be
go.
too scared to use any of it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm pretty.
I got to Gary. Gary.
Gary got it. Thank God the minority laughed. Jesus. Thanks, buddy.
Wood stocked flatware, totally fine.
Yeah, sure.
But if it's black flatware, nobody's gonna use it.
Yeah.
It's too scary.
Yeah.
You're
it's
gonna
too
put
scary.
like a foregrip on your fork.
No, dude, that makes an assault fork.
Yeah.
All my forks have wrist braces. That's a fucking.
Oh. Well,
All your butter knives have a bayonet. Like
So you
On the-
you're gonna have to form one those forks, man.
can put a bayonet on my fork.
no. Yeah, no. The butter knife
Just
is
the butter knife?
the bayonet. It has the so you can attach it.
It's
to your
got the
rifle.
lug on it, so I can just slide it onto.
I actually have a
That's how I spread my Nutella.
I have a fully automatic slotted spoon that just it's just fully automatic slotted spoon.
I have a fully automatic knife. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We cut our phone with it.
That's fun. It's fun.
It's called an electric knife.
Yeah.
Is it like one of those shitty turkey carvers
Yep.
that are great in concept but don't actually work?
Dude, I
They
bought
just
one of
destroy
those just to cut foam. Like that's why I bought one. Yeah.
Because you don't get one of those to cut turkey.
No. Use
Not unless you want shredded turkey.
yeah.
It works if you have a good one.
Or I could just, use a sharp knife.
Does Ryobi make it?
Ooh, they should.
Coming to you this fall.
No, but they will.
You know,
They will.
Ryobi's marketing department needs a great fucking April Fool's video, and it needs to be shit like that.
Now the
Yeah.
problem is that everybody would be like, holy fuck, where's the pre-order?
I know, right?
And they'd be
Where
like,
can
I
I
guess
get
we have
this?
to make this.
I can't find this at my local Home Depot.
I'm stoked because the lawsuit timeline or whatever ended on the Ryobi garage door opener. Because there was another company that claimed that they did it first.
What?
Yeah.
So Ryobi had to wait like 2 years. So now there's a Ryobi garage door opener.
It's a battery pack.
It wires in and everything, but if you put a battery in it, it'll open the garage door 100 times during power loss. So it'll still operate your garage door 100 times, but then it's also multi-slotted for like the fan and the Bluetooth speaker and all of the other accessories.
Huh.
There's lugs on it that are the same shape as the battery, so you can click the accessories onto your garage door opener and it just powers off the house.
Okay.
So you can use all that shit in your garage. And I'm like, yeah, that's going in. It like
Here's a hill I'll die on. Papa John's is part of the reason that obesity in America has gotten out of control the last 20 years.
Are you blaming garlic sauce?
What is the one part of the pizza that everybody used to throw away until they started giving garlic butter with
No
the pizza?
decent human man would throw away the crust.
100%.
You fucking child.
I said, man, I said childhood obesity, didn't I? It's
Even
not
as a-
childhood
Even
thing.
Even as a child, I still fucking love crust.
I'm also a fan.
I'm not
but
gonna
the
lie,
majority
I'm
of
gonna
people
This
blame
is like
throw
if you're a
crusts.
grown man and you eat nothing but cheese pizza and throw the crust away. Jim, grow up.
That's fucking fact.
See, I only eat 50% of my pizza bones.
Jim's also a fucking psycho. That's because Kira eats the other half of the pizza
That's
bone.
true.
Yes. Same in my house, right? Jim is also a fucking psychopath because I was eating fucking shrimp with him one time and you were there.
Oh, and he just popped the
He
whole
ate the
thing,
whole
tail and
fucking
everything.
thing, tail and everything. And we like me and John were both like, "Fuck you!" And you can't say it's a Boston thing because both me and him are from there. And we're like,
That's because
"You're a fucking lunatic." Yeah,
Jim-
that face, that was us.
Jim, that's
Watching him
because
eat it.
Jim's a manimal.
Dude,
Like that is,
yeah.
yeah. That's,
There's got to be like a tenth of a gram of protein in
no,
that. so
you
it's gotta-
no. You
Jim-
Jim's
no.
an anomaly because
Jim is a
cheese
gorilla that
pizza-
can speak.
no crust.
Yeah.
But then he eats the shrimp tail.
Yeah.
It is a complete oxymoron. It
Yeah.
should not, like, if you do one, you shouldn't do the other, or the other way
Dude,
around, right?
I feel
But-
like Jim just watched too much Liver King and was like, I can do one better.
Right?
Just not
But
taking the
Liver
tail
King
off.
probably ate a meat pizza and the crust.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he just called it pizza, but it was just meat shaped like a pizza.
Yeah.
Like it was just
It was actually a meat pizza.
yeah.
Yeah, a pizza.
A pizza. It was a pizza. Yeah. Yeah.
One thing I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's really hard to pick something like you're never going to change my mind on it. Other than the obvious shit, like I can't even say that I'm divorced. So I was like, I'm always going to love my wife, and it's like,
Right? It's like
it's fucking.
according to the odds.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
I've already got one in the tank that proves that wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've changed my mind on a lot of shit, man. Like as I've gotten older, or I've gotten more evidence, or I've gotten whatever. Like
Yeah.
All right, I've got a caveat then. What is something 5-10 years ago that you were like, there's no changing my mind, and since then you've flip-flopped on that?
Got it. You
that
can't
there
go
was a correct political
so
party.
in your life, Justin, 5 or 10 years ago
Yeah.
was a long time ago, and you were a child then. 5 or 10 years ago for
Yeah, I was
us, I
still
was the
in my
same
30s,
person.
Yeah, we were
like,
kind of the same, bro.
5 or 10 for everybody. Scott, let's go like 300.
No,
Yeah,
like, even a decade ago,
That tracks.
I will tell you, I thought there was a correct political party. I have now come to realize that they're
not.
all fucking awful.
See,
But,
I've kind of always been toeing the fucking line, man. I've kind of always been an independent and voted accordingly to not party lines, but with that. So
well, it used to be that I could recognize something that was of me in a party.
yeah,
I can't do that anymore.
I've
No.
always voted Republican, but I've never been like happy about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
It's like I've never been like, fuck yeah. I
it's
hope
always been the lesser of the two evils.
yeah, it's like this guy sucks, but
Yeah.
this guy sucks.
Yeah,
less.
no,
Well,
don't
at
get me
least he's
wrong.
not that guy.
I've never been one of those ones that would like put some shit in my yard or something. Like I've never been like a staunch advocate for
Yeah.
anybody.
No, I make fun of those people.
But I don't know, like yeah, something was 5 or 10 years ago. I've changed my fuck.
There's a hill I'll die on.
Veteran T-shirt companies exploit veterans for money. That's something I've changed my mind on. I used to not think that way.
That's facts.
And then I
now.
became part of the fucking problem.
Yep.
And now that I'm not part of the problem, I see that I was part of a fucking problem. And that's what it is. Any fucking company that exploits veterans or service members or law enforcement or anything, you're exploiting them. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You're exploiting them to make fucking millions of dollars and you're not giving anything fucking back.
Well, it was
That's
different
a
when it
problem.
gave
So on the
back.
on that on
There's
the,
companies that actually do give back.
There's companies that used
And
to give
I don't
back.
have a problem with that.
They used to. Used to straight up give back.
Yeah, to the point of losing money.
Yeah.
on that line, we got questions asked us recently from somebody in the industry that wanted to interview us, and they asked if we had anything special that we were doing for Memorial Day.
Any promotions or
Yeah.
anything?
And I'm like, well, no, like we usually don't even send out an email or anything. Like it's just a day to memorialize,
Yeah.
We close.
not to
Yeah.
profit or to run a sale. That I don't believe it's that. You know what I
I-
mean? So
Like my place is closed.
Yeah.
We will not
Yeah,
be
we
open.
won't be.
We
Yeah.
weren't open last year. We're not going to be open this year.
No.
I've never worked on Memorial
No.
Day. It has been
Nope.
for a long time. Justin and I's church, because we have a shared loss, was Memorial. We got together, maybe had breakfast, smoked some cigars, told stories. Like that was,
Yeah.
Because to us, that's what
That's what it's supposed
for.
to be.
It's supposed
Yeah.
to be for the friends I still have,
right.
and then we're thankful for the friends that are still here, and we tell the stories of those that aren't, and
Yeah.
that's what that day is about. It's not about you can go to a fucking sweet, like it's not about a cheaper mattress, which is
Right.
it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like you said. We're supposed to memorialize,
Right.
like we're supposed to remember, not figure out if we can leverage it for profit.
Right.
Unfortunately, I think that it's a consequence of capitalism, right? Like that's really what it is. It's a consequence of capitalism. They use every opportunity to capitalize.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like because I am a capitalist. I believe in capitalism. I know that it's better than the alternative, right?
But everything's great up to the point of abuse. Capitalism
you.
is great
That's what I was
up to the
getting at.
point of abuse.
That is exactly what I was getting
But
at.
I
Yeah.
think 90% of the people that's not in the veteran space that run the Memorial Day sales, it's not because they're malicious or because they're
No,
just have
it's
no
they
idea.
don't know.
They're ignorant. Yeah.
They don't get
They
it.
just have no idea.
Yeah. And honestly, maybe that's our fault.
It probably is.
You know, maybe that's our fault. Maybe it's because we haven't been vocal enough about this problem, right?
Have you checked out Facebook on Memorial Day?
Yeah. But first rule in the fucking internet is what? Stay the fuck out of the comments, right? And these companies don't give a shit about fucking Joe retard talking shit. They care about fucking the bottom line, man. And that's what they're there for, right? They have a job to do. So I'm not specifically shitting on them. It's when you exploit year round.
Yeah,
that's what bothers me. It's when you're exploiting year round and you're a fucking hypocrite at it. You know what I mean? Especially if you're hypocritical about it. Like, it's like, dude, fuck you, man. Like, there's no transparency. There's no fucking integrity. There's no integrity.
Now, I'll tell you one thing that's changed. 10 years ago, I used to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Now I assume you're a fucking idiot until you prove otherwise.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a hard one for me because
we talked about this before.
It's a hard one for me.
You default to people are good.
I default that way, and
which is admirable. I don't want you to feel bad about it.
Yeah, but it's bit me in the ass.
Yeah, I think everybody at this table has been fucked by the fact that we defaulted to the whole like. Seems like a good dude, and then you're like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
Well, we try to give people the benefit of the doubt with shared experience, right? And some people have shared experiences with you or something, or there's a connection, or you're like, "No, that guy's never going to be a fucking piece of shit to me," and it just isn't the fucking case half the time, right? Like, I'm actually. Honestly, I think we're beating the odds after 4 years of doing this fucking show, and all four of us still like each other. Honestly,
whoa.
Well, you and him have never liked each other, so that's different.
Here's a hill I'll die on.
Fuck you, Jazz.
Fuck you, Scott.
Fucking pussy.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Here's a hill I'll die on. iPhone is superior to Android.
Yes.
Yep. Fucking, I'll die on that hill.
Yeah.
That's something that changed my mind in the last 5 years. Right there. Right. There's a good example.
No, and maybe it's not that's what I believe.
And now I'm like, you have a green text bubble? Fuck you.
The shit annoys me. It's little stuff. Like I'm in group text for like my play group and stuff like that. And it like we have like one motherfucker that's on Android, so we can't use like the proper chat group where like everybody can share shit because this one son of a bitch is on Boost Mobile or some shit and can't go get a real phone.
Cricket phone.
And it's like, fuck, man, grow up. It's like
can't send you a fucking meme.
It's like, yeah, but I can jailbreak it and put this third-party software. I'm like, for your virus? Like, just go get a real fucking phone.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that like if I had to switch, I would never figure out that other phone. Like that's a me problem. You know, like
yeah.
Fucking, it's awful. Like even Walmart's track phone shit, you can put an iPhone on it. Like,
you know, just now going back on topic, I'll give you something that I've probably when I joined the Army, I was in high school, right? So I wasn't a big thing like the gay thing kind of bothered me because I grew up where I was kind of religious and like that's wrong, right? And so it was like I was in the military. I'm like, fuck it, you know, like when you get shot at and you see your friends die, like there's bigger problems to worry about. So now it morphed into like, okay, I don't care, you know, like it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
And now it's morphing again to where, okay, I'm all for equality, but the whole treating you special is really starting to piss me off.
Yeah, but that's not
equal, not special.
But that's not your anti.
It's not.
You're anti.
But it's gone so far the other direction now. It's like, no, I don't need to tolerate this crazy fucking behavior.
I'm that same way with the hyper religious, and you go do whatever you want to do. But I'm this way with religion, where religion is like having a dick.
Oh, that's my favorite quote.
It's great to be proud of it, and I'm glad you're proud of it. But don't whip it out in public and don't shove it down my throat.
Yeah. or your kid's throat.
Looking at you, Catholics.
I'm looking at all of you.
Yeah.
Any of you who like
Leviticus 20:13 is the what you're thinking of, the anti-gay one, by the way.
It's also
whatever.
not accurate. Like you should go read because it doesn't actually say that you can't do that.
No, it says men who lie with a man as though they were a woman should be killed.
And the
blood be
original
upon their own
translation
head.
from the Greek before you actually get the English involved is that a man that lays
Prior
with
to the Council of Nicaea, yes, you're right.
Nope,
Well, we all
not
know how the-
Nicaea.
we all
It's
know how the
actually
Greeks were.
it's actually prior to the English translation into the King James version. It said that a man that lays with a child.
Yeah.
Not a man, a child.
Hmm.
That's
As
the
though-
pre-King James.
As though it was a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a And the man
Well,
that
that's-
lays with a child
Well, that's in Leviticus too.
is the, but that was, it's essentially an addendum. They changed it for the King James.
Addendum. Mistranslation, maybe. I don't know about an addendum.
I don't know. This was all written in
A
dead
religion
languages.
that came out of Rome isn't going to be overly anti-gay.
Very true. There's a lot of
Like,
gayness.
let's just look at the fucking population where the religion was fucking born.
What are you?
a lot of gays. A lot of the gays there.
The entire
the-
Roman culture
don't-
was built on
Like,
homosexual activity.
are you saying like some of the Spartans might have been gay?
Oh,
too?
Spartans were, well, those are Greek.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
But
Spartans and Greeks were both gay. It's just Greeks banged boys.
So that was always my thing. Like when 300 came out and everybody was like, yeah, we're like Spartans. I'm like, no, I don't think we are.
I think they were.
Actually,
Did you see the amount of like grasping, and even in the 300 movie, they were like, I'm proud to have you by my side. Should we go sit by the fire and talk about tomorrow? And it was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, come on now.
Like the only hot chick in it was the fucking
Name
oracle
one-
that he was like shitting all over.
Look at how well manicured all of them were, and then look at current society. There's only one culture that's that well manicured.
Oh, dude, the gays got it. The gays got it. They are far and away in better shape. Matter of fact, if these guys would pick up some weapons and tactics, they'd be fucking unstoppable. Like they don't have to worry about children. Their conscience is fucking clear.
Yeah, their fitness is amazing.
Dude, they could be
Like,
fucking hit squads from fucking amazing. That's what we need. We need all gay hit squads. That's what we need.
you know what? I want them to take over the Pinkertons.
Fuck yeah, dude. I want them to take over fucking.
They'd be so nice.
Right?
Like-
just kick the door in and
They
be like,
would be.
all right, first off, give us the cardboard back, but then we're going to redecorate fucking everything in here.
Because this fucking wallpaper,
Yeah,
it ain't working.
This ain't
baby.
fucking work.
But if you don't, I'm gonna plaster your ass
Yeah.
all over the wall. Be
Yeah.
Like, whoa, buddy.
What does that even mean? Against the fucking wall, we're redecorating.
That's what we need, man. We need all gay hit teams, man. Fuck yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. I mean, we have them. Oh, SEALs. We have them. already.
Completely. You know what? I
Love
now
you, team guys.
I now totally understand the whole hard pipe hitting motherfuckers.
Boom.
Just
In the Navy. Let's talk about your new recruiting. Yeah. I talked to a Navy recruiter this weekend. I was like, how's that working out? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. And I was like,
I mean,
Uh-huh.
target
First off,
demographic.
Yeah. I
as
was
an,
like, bro, I was like,
as an army vet,
we've all thought you were gay forever.
as an army vet, did you see the new fucking billboards that are running out there? The whole like, join with your best friend.
No.
Oh shit!
Well,
Yeah,
You guys are back to Army O, not Army O 1. Be all you can be.
Be all
right?
you can
be all you can
Yeah.
be. Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah. Well, that was
Army of One never made sense to me.
The commercial never made sense.
I think that
Everybody's in full retreat, and you got one fucking dude running at combat, and it was like, yeah, that guy's gonna die. Like I don't. Like,
yeah, well, I think the point behind Army of One was like, we're one cohesive unit.
well, it was
But
supposed to be
the
this
way it-
musketeer bullshit.
But the
of
way
like,
it sounds like Army of One, like you're an individual. Like
Yeah.
it never made sense
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Like,
and then it was Army Strong. And it was like,
yeah.
okay.
yeah, the number of motherfuckers I know on disability,
to
I'm
be all
gonna
you
go.
can
That
be.
doesn't work.
Be all
I
you
think
can be
Be All
was
You Can
awesome.
Be
was
is a
awesome. It was
good
the greatest
fucking-
slogan we
That's
ever
a
had.
great slogan. Yeah. That's good. Shit.
And like when the Marines were fighting dragons, that was the best
Oh, that was
fucking
great.
Yeah, but
recruiting
they still
ever.
didn't change their shit. They're still the few, the proud,
Yeah.
and it's like, that's fucking strong.
It's just a numbers game.
I was talking to
Just because of their budget.
Jim and I were
Because you
talking.
can't do a pull up.
They're only proud because they're brainwashed, you know?
Jim and I were talking to a active duty sergeant major who's getting ready to retire. He's been in 29 years. So we're talking to this guy, and well, when Specialist Jansen sits down next to a retired or active duty sergeant major, I'm going to ask him questions.
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
And so at first it was like, you know, I eased into it, but then it was like, what's up with these fucking acronyms? You know, like PLDC, then basic leader course, and then whatever the fuck they call it now. Why does it need to fucking change? Who fucking changes this shit?
Like we call it Corporal's course, Sergeant's course.
Yeah, it fucking
makes
makes
sense.
The
sense.
thing is that well, the PLDC made sense. That was platoon
Primary leadership and
primary
development course.
Development course, and it was supposed to be you are now going to be promoted to the point that you can lead men.
Yeah.
So
and then BNOC, basic non-commissioned officer course,
Yep, and then ANOC,
advanced
Yeah.
non-commissioned
Right.
officer
But
course.
then they
like
had-
career course and advanced course after that. Yeah.
But I'm just like, so who changes all this and why? And
It's a general looking for a fucking bullet point on his OER, right?
that's exactly what came up. And I think
Yep.
that's the exact answer. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
There's no other legitimate
No.
reason why.
It's the only
And
thing
then,
that
and
makes
then I
sense.
also said, so what do you think of today's army? He's like, I'm getting the fuck out. I'm like, okay. So you've been in 29 years. Me and him got in a couple years apart.
Yeah.
He was a little ahead of me. And
By
so
like 3
I said,
months.
so who in that's in leadership, everybody was in the army we joined. Who the fuck says I need to change this?
Yeah.
Because it hasn't worked.
Well, it's what happens when, like, and people don't realize,
Like what?
when you get to the general officer corps, it's all politics.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why, and that's why
you
it's
don't
like,
make a star unless you're extremely well liked. It's why
Yeah.
neither one of my grandfathers got theirs
yeah,
because
and it's getting worse. You don't make full bird nowadays.
no. Well, full bird was still political because that was
Yeah.
you don't get bird. It's still a peer.
Yeah,
Like bird is peer. Like
You know what?
the rest of the group has to go like, yeah, he's
good to
get
go.
this.
if you
Yeah.
want a fighting military, you said it's all about if you're liked. It should be who you're liked by.
My thing is, it shouldn't be peer checked.
It
They
should
should go to
be-
your downline, and
Yes.
if your downline goes like, give him as much fucking
Yeah.
power as you can.
Yeah. An
Promote that motherfucker.
an 04 and above's OER should be written by his fucking E7s.
I like that.
That'd be
that is
fun.
a fucking great idea.
That
Right?
There you go. He found it. The hill I'll fucking die on. That
Holy
right
fuck.
fucking there.
That's a great idea,
If you're an
dude.
04 or above, your fucking
Fuck.
OER should be written
And
by
it
E7s.
should, but it should be structured similarly through all the O ranks. So that's 04 and above
Yes.
is an E7.
So like-
03 is an E6.
yes.
O2 is an E5.
Oh,
Yes.
And 01 is the junior enlisted motherfucker.
No,
An
they-
O- an 01.
They-
he's
I'm
a
not-
specialist.
no,
Fucking
one's- it's
corporal.
I love where
E4
you're going.
corporal.
It's just no.
E4
It's,
and corporal.
I say 01s are the E4 and down. Like just
Yeah,
the
'cause
rest of
it's-
the junior enlisted motherfuckers
Yep.
get to decide whether or not that guy gets his fucking
Maybe not
silver
maybe
bar.
not 100% of the OER, but there should definitely be like a block.
It should weigh like 80%.
It should weigh a significant
Yeah.
amount.
You should be a promoted leader.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go talk to the people you lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
Do you guys remember the code of conduct?
No.
maybe.
Well, they've changed it since you and I joined.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it used to be I'm an American fighting man.
Yeah.
Fighting for the forces which guard my country and our way of
You're
life.
an American fighting person.
Now it's just I'm an American fighting the forces which guard my country and our way of life and prepared to give my life in their defense. Like that's like Article 1 was always good to go,
Yeah.
right? Right? It was always good to hook. Letters, fellas.
What's Article 3? Does it
Article-
still say the same?
If I am captured, I will continue to resist by all means available. I will make every effort to escape and aid others to escape. I will accept neither parole nor special favors from the enemy.
Okay, that's similar.
Yeah, it hasn't changed much. I will never surrender for my own free will. If in command, I will never surrender the members of my command while they still have the means to resist. Apparently, that doesn't apply to fucking elected officials. Got it? If I become a prisoner of war, I will keep my faith with my fellow prisoners. I will give no information to take part in any action for which might be harmful to my comrades. If I am senior, I will take command. If not, I will obey the lawful orders of those appointed over me and will back them up in every way. Article 5 is when questioned, should I become a prisoner of war? I am required to give my name, rank, service number.
I don't
We
know.
don't
What
have
are
service
What are
numbers
we picking
anymore,
over
and
that
date
they
of
took
birth.
out man?
No. I don't give a fuck about that. I
'Cause
don't give a shit about
I
that.
know the Soldier's Creed started with I'm an American soldier.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like it never said, by the way, I also can pee standing up.
No.
Like that didn't.
No, yeah. I never give a fuck. I just know that it did change because when I first joined, it was I'm an American fighting man, right?
Well, it sounds like the Marines started sexist.
Well, it was the military code of conduct where we all have the same one, man.
Well, okay.
It's not the Marines.
So they took man out. Like
Yeah.
who
Well, I
fucking
think-
cares?
Yeah.
That I don't really have a problem with.
You were
No,
reading.
I don't give a fuck about that.
He was reading on to see what else changed.
Now the goofy shit, like we talked about before, with the whole like everybody's wearing a black beret to show that we're elite, and it's like, what? Because you didn't get one.
Well, yeah.
Like that's the kind of changes that it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
It like
Again, that's just bullet points, man.
like I personally, everybody was all up in arms when like they were going to let women into combat arms. Cool. One standard.
Yeah, I'm fine with it as long as
Singular
we keep the
standard.
standard and we don't drop the standard.
If
to
you're
fit
some
that.
if you're some fucking bad bitch that can show up and can do just the Ranger school standard, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've met Rangers, I've talked to guys that the fucking hats from there, like they don't give a fuck. You are all a piece of shit till you graduate. Like, they don't fucking care. But if you can show up and pass it,
Yeah.
cool. Congrats.
It's kind of the point I was going to make.
You get a patch. We don't do any of that shit anymore. Like,
Yeah.
we go to a lot of schools that we don't fucking fight that way. Like,
Right now.
we love to train shit.
Currently.
But we don't. I've said it before on this show, so it's not like this is new. I don't understand why we still have such a large airborne corps. I don't understand it. I
Yeah.
don't get it. Now, if we're gonna go with because it's an Army pride thing, and so we're just gonna do it for the tradition.
I'm surprised the Airborne Corps isn't bigger.
What the fuck are we jumping into?
Well, nothing today. But when there's a time that we need to again,
Yeah, that's a skill you're going to want to know.
yeah.
That's true.
Okay, it's a 3-week
like
course.
okay,
Like
the conflict going on
You
right
can do it in 5 days.
the conflict going on right now between Russia and Ukraine, right? I've watched a lot of the videos. If there was a handful of Russians that had gone through Ranger School, they would be doing a lot better right now.
I didn't say Ranger School.
He said
I know.
airborne.
I said
know.
airborne.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like,
But you gotta look back at World War II. There was a huge ramp up of pushing people through airborne school into airborne units prior to the invasion.
yeah.
So it's like, do we have 6 months?
Oh, yeah. That's true.
We were also inventing a new fighting force for that too.
Well, I get
So-
it, but now we're not inventing it. Now we already have the doctrine for it. So when it's just like, okay, now we only need like 4.
But it's the application of the tool, and it's like, we know we can train this so fucking fast, but we don't use it because we don't need it. We don't have this entrenched warfare model anymore that we need to do this whole, like, we need to insert troops via air
Yeah.
behind this entrenched line because the physical walk up we can't get past. So now we need to get behind that line.
Say we're trying to help an ally who's getting taken over. Like, I can see an airborne operation being a good way to do that.
Yeah, there's still an application, but I'm with Jazz on this. It's real fucking few and far between.
It's just
And it's
like,
nothing that can't be
Yeah.
trained
and
on
it's
a
not
fucking
like we
whim.
haven't been at war.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Like-
if they used it, right, and they used it how it's supposed to be used, it is highly effective.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just don't use the training techniques and the doctrines that we have how they're supposed to be used nowadays. It's all political.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're gonna drop these guys in, and they're just gonna fuck up everything.
Yeah.
And we're gonna win.
Oh,
Yeah.
and see, that's
but
the other thing.
instead, it's okay.
can't-
We'll drop
Like
100 of these guys
You
in,
can't drop dudes
and everybody
in
else is
put
gonna
them
drive in on a
leash.
truck.
Okay,
Yeah.
this actually brings up,
like
here's the hill I'll die on. Politicians shouldn't be involved in warfare.
100%.
Yeah, that's a fucking good one.
Because
No.
that actually comes into what you're talking about. We do not use the efficiency of our fighting force to its capabilities because we are worried about what the
but I
the
think
look of it is going to be after
you
we
said
do
this
it.
incorrectly.
It's the same thing as
You-
a mayor yelling at the fucking police chief
You said-
for doing something.
You said politicians should not be involved in warfare. I think the exact opposite. Politicians should be hands-on with warfare.
Oh, you want
so
to put
that-
them in the box?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
That's
they
just
see,
so they understand.
so that
Yeah.
but any decision
but
that
not-
they
I'm
make,
He's
also
not
the
a
kind of person
decision
that
maker.
doesn't
But
think
it-
that our commander in chief should ever be allowed to have the position without having served.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that if politicians can make the decision,
You shouldn't
to go
have the
to-
fucking thumb on a button if you don't know what that button does.
if politicians can make the decision to go to war, they don't get to choose the outcome also. The
Yeah.
outcome is we're going to win.
Yeah.
And if you choose that we're going to go to war,
Yeah.
that's it. That's the last decision that you get to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Now
Everything
it-
leave it-
now
what's
it
our end
belongs
fucking
to
professionals?
commanders.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
leave it to the
Thanks.
professionals.
We don't go to war unless there's a stated end goal.
That's it.
and then
And once
Wa-
we get to the end goal, fucking thanks.
once you break glass, you fucking can't put the monster back in until it's fucking the war's
But
over.
we don't do
Yeah.
that anymore. Now
No,
it's
I
a,
know.
hey,
No,
we're going to send
rules of
them.
engagement and shit.
Oh,
Let's
and by the
fucking
way,
go murder everybody.
Congratulations.
Let's murder our own guys.
You get to bring the
through rules of
CNN squad
engagement.
with you. And it's like,
Oh,
what,
yay.
well, what the
I always wanted that.
It like, It's like, it's war. We understand the rules of
The
engagement.
happiest day I ever had in combat is I went out on a recovery to recover an LAV that had gotten blown up by an IED, right?
Of some variant.
Some variant of it. Was 2004, so it was before we were calling them that. But yeah,
Well, it goes back to the acronym thing.
right.
It's an IED. Was it an IEB or was it an FRP? Was it a
VBID.
VBID? Was it a? It's like, well, okay.
But
The boom boom.
But so it did get hit by a boom boom. And, I like that better. Like, can we do that?
All right.
Put that on as OER.
I would like to put an amendment on the show. We no longer refer to IEDs. They are all just there was a boom boom.
A boom boom.
I second the amendment.
Coast Guard,
There we go.
the Coast Guard
Any
calls
mi-
them go fasters. We can call them da boom booms.
Okay. So as far as the Freedom Friends is concerned,
The boom boom.
all
the
other
boom boom.
acronyms are gone. It's da boom boom.
The boom boom.
There we go.
I went out to pick up an LAV that was a boom boomed.
Oh shit! It's a verb now too.
Goddamn
Look at
right.
the evolution.
Or a noun, however you want to use it.
And after said the boom boomed happened to do the boom boom vehicle. No, but the best part of it was, and unfortunately, I say it was my favorite time. It came with the fucking price. There was some KIAs, there were some individuals lost, but there was a reporter embedded with them. And when I showed up, she was one of them anti-reporter bitches that we had all fucking seen. And she's sitting there just holding her own fucking teeth. And I fucking was like,
Go back to your Steve. She was an anti-reporter.
She was like an anti-war reporter. She was shit talking the war,
Yeah.
essentially. And like fucking, and like to the point of almost like borderline fucking OPSEC dangerous fucking reporting, you know, like she was giving out fucking locations and shit. Oh, I'm here, right here, and da 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 da, and I'm doing this and da da da, and you know, it wasn't good. She was fucking very, very anti-military, and you could tell. And I don't remember what news station she was with. I think it was
Doesn't matter. They're all
MSNBC,
fucking
but
useless.
it doesn't matter. You're right. But she was sitting there holding her own fucking teeth because they had all got knocked the fuck out in this blast. And I was like, oh, her teeth got boomed. And that's fun.
She should have her fucking cape out on.
She had that on. She had a little, because it's literally a buddy of mine's got a picture of her. And
Did you guys
I'm gonna
get
try to
issued
find
the
it.
fucking?
But she's wearing like the black fucking helmet that they all had. And she's just like, just fucking chiclets in her hands.
Did you guys get the fucking bite guards?
No.
The fucking teeth guards?
We
Never
had,
even seen
we
one
had
of
to
those.
talk. It was bad enough with earplugs.
So we got issued these
You got
fucking
earplugs?
we got issued
Yeah,
these
thanks 3M.
we got issued these fucking self-do kits. And it was like a little tray and you're supposed to bite it. And then when it hardened, it was supposed to be like a teeth guard.
It's like any
fucking thing
any
that's-
football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, and all of us were like, the fuck? And they're like, yeah, it's for
Imagine trying to-
concussive blast, it'll keep your shit in your head.
Yeah.
Until
And
you're
it was
trying
like,
to call it in on the radio.
I hate to tell you this. You also fucking told me that I'm supposed to give 5-minute reports on my current position. So what the fuck do you want me to, or
those were issued so that when you could put them in during the blast.
Yeah.
oh
So
shit,
no,
there's a
it's-
boom boom.
No,
Let me put my shit in
yes.
before
Now,
the
boom boom's coming.
If you
Oh.
couldn't schedule when you needed to put them in, that's not anybody's problem.
I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That went on an OER.
Hills to die on, man. Hills to die on.
I'm pretty open-minded. I don't know if
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna die on a
I think
hill.
this is one of those things that as you get older,
Yeah. I mean, because
You
opinions
lose-
change, right? They vary.
you lose fucking hills. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it starts turning into like,
Mountains turn into molehills.
well, it also
You know,
just starts
it's
turning
like,
into like,
yeah.
fuck, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Like fucking, which we talked about that with that fucking, how can you tell when you're an adult, a man or whatever?
Yeah.
It's being willing to go like, yep, fucking
Recognizing-
wrong about that.
Yeah.
but like,
just recognizing personal growth, you know? Like, just be
yeah.
like,
So I guess the thing that I will never change my mind about is the fact that my mind is going to change.
The only constant in life
And-
is change.
And Nutella. Fuck you.
And androids.
I can't wait
And
for like,
goddamn semi trucks in the left
Yeah,
fucking
fuck
lane.
you, man.
Especially that motherfucker I saw, this left lane chain gang. Fuck you.
High points suck.
You seem like the kind of guy that fucking pays for sex.
lot lizards at that.
Yeah.
Like he pays like $15 for sex.
Yeah.
Like
Left lane chain gang. Okay. Move
left
the
lane chain
fuck over.
gang. Those guys have had like those are the guys who've caught in the clap from each other.
Yeah, you can't. You're not outpacing the Hyundai accent next to you. I'm gonna need you to move the fuck over.
Right.
Like
You're like, ugh. God, dude.
Well, shit, boys. Thanks for answering my question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sort of.
Whatever. Sign it off.
It's better than we usually do, so I'll take it.
Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, smash the buttons. Tell your mom.
Tell your
Okay.
friends.
Like fucking mom's friends.
Stay out of the goddamn left lane.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
You slow
Yeah.
bitch.
Go to warfightertobacco.com. Use the code FTFO. Screw yourself that sweet 15% off. owellness.us is the website for all those CBD treats and needs. That is Freedom Friends 25 is the code there. That'll get you a quarter off your order over there. And of course, IC Tech coolers for those who get it. Go to ictech.com. Use the code Freedom Friends 10 to get you 10% off. Otherwise, 3 little things, boys. Not hard to do. They're not difficult. It's pretty easy.
Oh.
Jazz.
I'll die on the hill. Drink your whiskey however the fuck you want to.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's talk about that real quick. You
No, we don't need to talk
fucking
about
assholes.
it. It's just it. That's it.
We
Drink
just
your
talked
whiskey
about
however
it.
the fuck you want to. That's
Yeah.
the end
Yeah.
of discussion.
Remember that video I sent you? And it was like literally the lead distiller from fucking Buffalo Trace was like, drink it however you want.
Yeah.
Fuck you. It's like, yeah. From Buffy Trace. Yeah. I said it again. 3 little things, boys. John,
Smoke on.
your favorite?
Drink on any goddamn way you want to.
Yeah.
There you go.
God damn it, kids.
Freedom
Freedom
the
the fuck
fuck
on. Later.